2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
I know I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Second shot here on the first. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. Getting ready to play their third. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
This for par.
Looking really good, this one. Putting for bogey. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Time to tee off at the second.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par fives on this layout.
Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
That's inside the house of opportunity. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
That's the right pace. This should drop. How good would that have been if it had dropped? Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's not the shot they're after. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And here we are with the third shot. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. This one's looking good. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
That's some good golf right there. Going with the pitching wedge here.
They've decided to club up.
That was a beauty.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
In the bunker, off the tee, got to make up for a mistake. Yeah, that one will play. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Steady now. "19 feet to the cup."
This is what they have left for par.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This one for bogey. Well done. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, that was a safe play. And as they stand over this putt, it's for a share of 3rd spot. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
He's currently sitting in 4th place. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Oh, well done. Got a lot of that. Sitting at 7 under, currently in 4th place. How close was that to going down? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Great touch.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Currently 7 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one's heading left, I think. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn. And this from the greenside rough. that almost went down. Sitting at -7. Currently tied third, just a couple out of top spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Atta boy, good shot. Getting ready to play their third. Wow, that almost went in the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take him to 6 under. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. An opportunity to make their par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Looking at a par 5 here.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Getting ready to play their third. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Frustrating. That'll sting a bit. Important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
That's going to find the water, sadly. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, just missed. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Ooh, right by the hole. 5 feet coming up to the cup. It's got a chance. Good putt, that. And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament. Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Go in. Oh, so close. Well, it's a bit disappointing. This is a par putt. And there it is. He's currently tied for 8th. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Putting for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. And as we move along, it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Yeah, nicely played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, I like the look of this. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Currently at 6 under par overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Where will this one end up? The pine straw is always challenging to read, isn't it? And if I'm to find a positive, at least they'll be able to cool down in the shade. That's an awful error. And here we are with the third shot. Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for par. Hey, nice looking line. Just couldn't quite get it to drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Get in the hole. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
He finds himself in a share of 8th. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And as the round comes to a close, they find themselves in 8th place on the leaderboard.
In 8th place, meaning top 10, Luke, not a bad spot, but I can promise you this player is expecting more out of themselves.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios,